Your website or blog has only seconds to capture interest, so people either stick around or leave right away. And this refers to any kind of content, whether it's a YouTube video, a blog post, or an email newsletter. The quality of content determines everything. And with so many businesses competing for attention online, it's more important than ever to create content that stands out and resonates with your target audience. Hi guys, and welcome back. If you are new here, I'm Yana. I help small businesses to build their brand from the ground up and promote it through creative marketing strategies. So if this is something that interests you, consider subscribing to my channel. In this video, I want to talk about effective content strategies that are guaranteed to convert into leads. As mentioned earlier, your website or blog has only seconds to capture interest. The initial exposure helps people determine whether they want to spend more time reading, listening, or viewing. Your goal is to capture their interest right from the beginning, so they consume the content that you have created and take the expected steps afterwards, whether it's to make a purchase, sign up for a newsletter, or anything else. And why these days we speak so often about producing high quality content? Well, that's because content marketing is one of the most effective, cost efficient, and generally one of the best marketing strategies to drive leads and sales. So in order for you to produce well-performing content, the first and most important step is to identify your goal. Ultimately, when you create content, you expect certain actions and results, right? Before sharing anything, ask yourself, what am I trying to achieve with this piece of content? Is it maybe to get more subscriptions, generate more traffic, increase brand awareness? What is my content targeting? Don't post unless you know the reason why this piece of content is worth sharing and what results you're expecting from it. Something to remember that you cannot just put together one-size-fits-all content. I recommend assigning a goal to each piece of content as it helps you to be more targeted and also helps you track your progress. This means that the goal for Instagram post might be different from your promotional email or a blog post. When you assign a goal to each piece of content, then your content starts serving its purpose. Each piece of content that you create will be a part of your entire content strategy. So you'll have an organized system where you can track and measure your progress. To sum up this point, because it's important, you need to identify your goal. Then you need to create a content plan. And in turn, you'll need to assign a goal to each piece of content that you create. So your entire content plan will be revolving around your goal. This is going to make it easier for you to stay focused instead of getting distracted by random ideas. Moving on to the second point. Focus on target audience. An important step in creating effective content is to understand who you are creating it for. This means taking the time to research and define your target audience and understand their needs, wants, interests, and pain points. Make it about your customer, not yourself. This is a key element in developing effective content that drives results. And I know it's so easy to get carried away, even unintentionally focus on yourself, but please pause and think about how is my audience benefiting from this information. If they don't see any benefit, they'll stop following. In other words, show how you solve their problems instead of just telling how great you are. Highlight the benefits for your customers, like how their life improves, what new skills they learn, how they start saving more, or how they become healthier. These are just different examples for different scenarios. When you create content that speaks directly to your audience, you will more likely convert them into leads. Next point, you need to do keyword research if you're creating content for your website. Because you want to produce SEO optimized content to rank on Google, as you need your content to be found. Keyword research helps you ensure that there is a search demand for whatever you want to write about. There are different tools available for it. I personally like SEMrush, however, it's not free. And if you're looking for a free option, I would go with Google Keyword Planner. And even though it's mainly used for search campaigns, but it can still help you discover new keywords related to your business. Point number 4. Use visual content. Visual content such as videos and images is highly shareable and it can be very effective in capturing attention. Many studies have shown that people are more likely to remember information presented in visual form, making it a great way to get your message across and convert leads. Get creative with Reels and TikTok videos. Also, don't underestimate the power of Instagram stories. There are so many great tools to take advantage of. Okay, let's move down to the point number 5. Keep it simple, concise, and to the point. This might sound like a simple thing, but hear me out. If your content is too long and requires efforts to figure out what it's about, the customers will more likely get bored and leave your website, even if you offer the most outstanding product or service. So focus on the main topic you want to convey and stick to it without adding unnecessary details. And I know it happens to all of us. We get so excited about certain details and want to include them at any cost, but ask yourself, is it really necessary to include this piece of information? Or it's going to divert attention from my goal? And you can see even this simple point circles back to your goal. Now let's talk about subheadings. Your subheading should be self-descriptive and catch interest. And this refers to anything like an email newsletter, blog post, and etc. If the headline is boring and bland, your post might never get read and there'll be no conversion into lead. Depending on what's your goal, in order to get people's interest, your subheading should either trigger curiosity, offer value, or contain a call to action. I want to illustrate this with an example. Let's assume you need to create a landing page on your website to get more subscribers or calls to get consultation requests. And for the sake of the argument, let's assume you're doing marketing for a dental clinic. Which subheading for the landing page you are creating do you feel will perform better? Serving your community since 1985 and providing excellent service. Or, get the smile you deserve. Call us today for your free consultation. The first subheading is focused on you, therefore isn't of much value to your customers, whereas the second one focuses on your clients and you provide value. Get the smile you deserve. Here is your value. Call us today for your free consultation, and here is your call to action. Believe me, these simple tweaks make a huge difference, and you can apply the same principles when drafting your email campaigns. Point number 7, be natural. Whether it's a video or blog article, make sure you don't sound bookish or robotic. Speak with your natural voice, but sound respectful. This might seem easy, but it needs some practice, so you can establish your style and sound natural. What can you do to reach this goal? I'm going to share just a few steps that are pretty simple but make a huge difference. Use short sentences as it improves understanding. You can break sentences up and split the text into small paragraphs. It makes it easier to read and understand. Also, avoid using fancy words to sound sophisticated or smart. Use simple and easily understandable words. Your goal isn't to impress with your vocabulary, but connect with your audience. Have a few friends to read the copy you drafted and share honest feedback with you. You can learn a lot from an honest critique and improve your writing style. Point number 8. Do thorough research on the topic you're working on. This will help you understand what people already know about the given subject and what their concerns are. This will help you to stand out from your competition, as your content won't be repetitive. Good research will help you identify what's missing and what needs to be covered, so you'll come up with improved and valuable content instead of repeating what's already been said. For example, if you're working on trending topic. If it's trending, then a lot of other content creators might be producing similar content. It doesn't mean that you should hold back. You can still work on it, but try to add value. Try to fill in the gaps. And this requires research. Filling in the gaps gives you competitive advantage. You offer more, you provide value. So don't hold back from spending some time on thorough research. Here are several questions to guide you. What do people know about this subject? How it is being perceived? What piece of information is missing? How can I fill in the gaps? And we're down to the last point. Offer something of value. Lastly, don't be afraid to give something of value to your audience in exchange for their contact information. This could be a free trial, an ebook, or a webinar. By offering something of value, you'll be more likely to convert leads into paying customers. You can build up your email list and send out special offers and promotions in the future. In conclusion, these are just a few of the content marketing strategies that are guaranteed to convert into leads. By focusing on your target audience, using visual content, creating valuable and informative content, and offering something of value, you'll be able to create a successful content marketing strategy that drives results. Thanks so much for watching. If you benefited, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. See you next time.